Homeopathy a boon for
that homeopathy is very, very beneficial to the patients. And at the same time, it is very good for national economy and for global ecology at large. In 1796, Dr. Hahnemann published an article in Hufeland's journal, and it says, the title of the article was Essay on New Principles for Ascertaining the Curative Power of Drugs in second volume of Hufeland's journal. Who was Dr. Hufeland? Dr. Hufeland was professor of physics at University of Jena. He was friend of Hahnemann and he was publishing this journal at regular basis. And this article of Hahnemann, which says every effective remedy incites in human body a kind of illness peculiar to itself. The more peculiar, the more marked, and the more acute the similarity between the two, more effective is the medicine. So, 1796 is the birth year of homeopathy. Since last 222 years, we have evolved much, but the basic principles have remained the same. So, this is a study conducted by Government of Delhi in collaboration with German government, and it was published in 2013 in Germany. And so it says, in last decade, there is 58% rise in inflow at homeopathic primary healthcare units at 1/4 cost. No applause. At 1/4 cost, there is 58% more inflow of patients to our dispensary. 1/4 खर्च पे हम मरीजों को 1/4 खर्च पे ठीक कर सकते हैं. So this was the study, and this is in the international journal. So how homeopathy can be applied? It can be applied as a prophylaxis for treatment of acute illnesses, for treatment of chronic illnesses, and very important, for the sequelae of chronic illnesses. Chronic diseases always rob the patient of some of his or her vitality. And this is homeopathy where we can restore the vitality again in the patient. So this is another study, this is a cohort study. It was conducted in France. And here they have compared the different medical practices, including homeopathy, and consumption of antibiotics in primary healthcare, and it was published in 2007. And here it was found, patient on homeopathy for day-to-day infections. So who take homeopathy for day-to-day infections? Our patients which we treat at primary healthcare. So these patients, they need less antibiotics, less antidepressants, and less painkillers. Less antibiotics, less antidepressants, and less painkillers. And we all know, if we keep on taking antibiotics for long, antidepressants for long, painkillers for long, what will happen to human economy? And in the same study, they found that prolonged use of antibiotics, that is overuse of antibiotics, can cause bacteria to become resistant, means that current treatment will no longer work. And here we have a big edge. Our medicines don't become resistant after some time, so we can take homeopathy safely. And there is another study, as time is short, I will discuss it some other time. This is a proven study that in resistant cases of UTIs which have become resistant to antibiotic treatments, and when we have given homeopathy to them, the same very antibiotics started working on those patients. Viral illnesses. See, viral illnesses starting from coryza, viral diarrhea, to the dreadful virus, HIV. In whole the spectrum, homeopathy has a big role because we stimulate body's own defenses rather than directly attacking the virus. And sir, as we all know, HIV is becoming pandemic these days. So many cases of HIV/AIDS are being reported, and ARV, the antiretroviral drugs, they ruin the health of the patient just run away from the treatment. There is so much increased percentage of dropouts in ARV treatments. So we can be of much help there in cases of HIV. Universal health coverage. As we all must be knowing what universal health coverage is, this is the motto of WHO for 2018. This is to ensure that all people obtain health services they need without suffering financial hardships. WHO says patients should not have to decide between food and medicine. Whether I should take food or medicine. He should get medicine for his disease. And everyone should get the medicine. This is universal health coverage. And homeopathy, as I have already said, that we are very cost effective. So we have big role and big application in USCs. And homeopathic medicine is suited for non-urban areas, remote areas, in villages where there is no infrastructures, no machineries, and as all of us know, no tables and no chairs. So there also our homeopaths are working and giving healthcare. And I talked about global, this was boon for national economy, now global ecology. Homeopathy is a natural science. So we are going along with nature. So we are making medicine from everything, starting from sand to dirt to disease products to plants and animals, minerals, healthy tissues, immaterial powers like magnet, electricity, moonlight, sunlight, radium bromide, X-rays, mineral waters. How many of you have used mineral water in your, potentized mineral water in your practice? Mineral waters? None of us are using mineral waters?
Not in the potential.
No? Ma'am, have you used Sigula? Wiesbaden? These are spring waters and mineral waters. These are preparations of mineral waters. Sanicula Aqua. You must be using Sanicula Aqua for diarrhea. That is also mineral water. Yes. Now, so everything is so nice and so fine. We are so cost effective. We are very much effective in viral illnesses, bacterial illnesses. We are so good for national economy and for global ecology at large. Then where the problem is? Why we are not getting enough new which we should get? Why is the position of homeopathy like this in this country and in this planet at large? If everything is so nice, so let's have a look at this. So this is study conducted by Economic Growth, Delhi University on National Sample Survey. National Sample Survey is a government report. This study was conducted on National Sample Survey 2014 and it was published in 2017 in PLO as one journal. It's an international publication. And it says that only 3% Indian population is using homeopathy. Only 3% Indian population is using homeopathy, and considering the current census, it is only 4 crore people in India who are using homeopathy. This is really a point of concern. So no clappings for it, sir. Only 3% people are using homeopathy, and for Uttar Pradesh it is only 3.4. Not much big achievement. And that is the reason our secretary, sir, our government, see, what they are saying is based on this data, that infrastructure is so much. We are having about 1,500 or 1,600 dispensaries in Uttar Pradesh alone, and government is patronizing homeopathy in India, which is just not doing anywhere in the world, and still only 3% people are using homeopathy. And we all are qualified practitioners. So what is needed and what is lacking? Proper propagation and awareness programs are definitely needed, and we are going steps towards it, and as we are organizing camps and Ayush Aapke Dwar and Ayush Jan Jan Tak and so many other schemes. And when we are going close to the public, So what are the misconceptions prevailing about homeopathy? One, it is slow and it takes long time for treatment. Is it? Is it slow? Is it take long time for treatment? So this is a misconception. The fact is, it is not slow, not at all. But patient reports to us after lots of suppressions and after trying every kind of therapy or mode of treatment, even Jadoo Baba and Turan and Bengali doctors and mantra, siddhi and everything, then abhi homeopathy lete. So these patients are coming to us. Abhi homeopathy mein jadoo hoga, aakhir mein ab hoga. So it is not slow, but patients who are coming to us are after lots of suppression. So the point here is, earlier the approach, better the results, quicker the results. अगर पेशेंट हमारे पास सबसे पहले हमारे पास ही आ जाता है, आपने प्रैक्टिस में देखा होगा, पेशेंट who are reporting earlier to you are getting quicker results, safer results, better results. Next, it is only good for chronic cases, not for acute complaints. This is another misconception कि homeopathy is only for chronic and long-standing diseases. So, but the fact is, homeopathy is very well suited to acute complaints as well, unless vital force is so much suppressed, like in accidents, drowning, and severe illnesses where vital force is unable to revive itself. Except for those cases, homeopathy is well suited for acute complaints as well. Another misconception is, this will aggravate the disease before cure. हमारी बीमारी बढ़ जाएगी ठीक होने से पहले, इसलिए हम होम्योपैथी नहीं लेते. जिन्होंने नहीं भी ली है उनको भी ये पता है कि हमारी बीमारी बढ़ जाएगी, इसलिए हम होम्योपैथी नहीं लेते. So this is our duty, sir and ma'ams, to clarify these misconceptions. So homeopathy does not, it doesn't aggravate your symptoms. As I have already said, patient come to us after lots of suppression, and when we give him the medicine, him or her the medicine, his or her old symptoms or old suppressed ailments come to the surface, and it is for the betterment of the patient that these symptoms appear, and it is eventually good for him, and they will go on its own.
Dr. Rashmi, please, the ecological part you have.
So this is one of the last. And then self-medication is very safe. Homeopathic doctor की ज़रूरत नहीं है. We can read body, we can read keynotes, and we can prescribe on our own. This is again a misconception. You do need a qualified homeopathic physician for your treatment. Proper diagnosis and investigation is not needed in homeopathy. Homeopaths are quiet. They can't understand the investigations. They don't need the. डॉक्टर साहब बहुत इलाज कराया, आपकी रिपोर्ट का है, वो हम लाए नहीं, हमने सोचा आपको जरूरत नहीं होती है.
Exactly.
As if we are not doctors. So the reason for this low utilization is lack of awareness. So we need public awareness programs. Public awareness programs is need of the hour. जी? Sir, as सर कर पाते हैं, बट आप देखिए वो सफिशिएंट टाइम आपको कितने पेशेंट देते हैं? कितने पेशेंट सर आपके पास जितने आए, अब आपकी 91% पॉपुलेशन यूज ही नहीं कर रही है, वो क्या? सर लैक ऑफ नॉलेज, दैट लैक ऑफ नॉलेज हैज टू बी इम्प्रूव्ड. सर पेशेंट नंबर इतना कम रिपोर्ट हो रहा है.
Sir, this differs from patient to patient. Let her sum up. We have to discuss certain other points also.
So we all need to work very hard and bring homeopathy the dignity it rightly deserves. Thank you very much.